is there anything special that you want to do for, to put in there with your father, like a drawing or picture or something like that? So we each came up with something. My brother John put in like one of those like multi-tool like barkeep things, like talking about like a wine or beer bottle opener, corkscrew thing. He put that in there because he had just recently got a job as at a bartender. My brother Ben put in a spoon in his shirt pocket because since he had moved back home from the cancer diagnosis, one of the things that he loved to do was when he would get home from work, my dad would still be up on occasion, and they would just sit down, eat a bowl of cereal, and just talk about life. So they did that, and my mom said, is there anything special that you want to do? And I had remembered I had this Superman cape that was hanging up in my closet. So I said, yeah, I want to fold that up there, and I want to put it in with him because he was my hero. So she's like, absolutely, absolutely. So we put those in there, and then there was a like a little like pillow made of like flowers and whatnot. It was like white roses and whatnot, and there was one pink rose in there that was from my niece Marley, and the ribbon just said Bumpa, which was her name for my grandpa, for my dad. Because she, when she began to start talking, she called him Bumpa because she couldn't say grandpa. So when she was finally able to say grandpa, he's like, no, I'm Bumpa. And he loved that kid to death, man.
Yeah. Names stick like that.
Yeah. But
I'm glad you mentioned that because I remember Liz was actually asking me about like, hey, what's with the spoon and what's with the, and I was like, honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's not one of those things where I was going to be like, hey, Andy, what's with the spoon, like, but I'm glad that you told the story because it's cool to hear the background to stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah. And, like if this were like my grandma or like, like a distant relative or whatnot, and somebody had done that, would have just said, hey, it's just something to help them like dig their way back out. They'll be fine. But yeah, there was meaning behind everything that was in there with him.
Of course.
So, but I guess we'll end it for now, and we definitely got a podcast again.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because therapy is fucking expensive.
I'm here for you, man, and I'm sure I know Bruce is too. So
definitely.
Absolutely.
But that's gonna do it for us this week. I'm Andrew.
Hogan.
I'm Bruce.
Awesome and timing. And we'll catch you guys down the road. And actually, really quick before I log off here, if anybody if anybody out there had like an interaction with my dad or with my brother, the family asks if you in lieu of like sending like flowers or like sympathy cards, anything like that, just make a donation to like the American Heart Association or to a cancer or leukemia research charity. Just do the research and make sure you find one where all the money is donated. I know Chris Angel has one for like childhood leukemia. There's also the is it the Leukemia Society or something like that? I can't remember the fucking name of it, but there's that. There's St. Jude's Children's Hospital. So
can you post links? Like when you post up the podcast, can you post links to stuff like that?
I'm pretty sure I could, yeah.
I'm just thinking maybe you could post up some links for people to donate so they can just go right to it. Like, especially if you know of like ones that are actually reputable, because like you said, sometimes you can donate to a charity.
Yeah, like I know
they have good intentions, but
yeah, if you donate to like Red Cross, they're just like, oh yeah, only 10% goes to the actual cause. The rest goes towards expenses and salaries for our CEO and whatnot. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah. So maybe if you could post up some links.
Yeah, definitely post up links, man. But all right, that's going to do it for us this time, and we will catch you guys down the road. Thank you. Take care. And if you have loved ones nearby, just look at them, tell them you love them, and give them a hug. Bye, everybody.
Pipe bomb.